Hi everyone, welcome back again. Exclusive. Ten Hag urges Man United to make concrete move for French duo after Old Trafford stay confirmed. Manchester United have begun talks with Erik Ten Hag over transfer strategies, with the coach set to stay on at Old Trafford, sources have confirmed to Team Talk. A few days ago, Man United begun talking with Ten Hag about their summer transfer plans, in a sign that the Dutchman would stay on in his role as manager before the news broke late on Tuesday night. Man United have even decided to enter talks with Ten Hag about a new contract, despite months of speculation about both his future and the future of many first-team players. Ten Hag has been able to communicate where the team most needs strengthening, and he has zeroed in on a pair of French defenders as his first-choice targets. However, after informing him that he will be the coach of United again next season, Ineos have been clear that there must be a leap in quality in the first games of next season. For this reason, the Dutch coach asked to make concrete moves quickly in the transfer market, with a centre-back among the priorities for new signings. The main aim for United is to buy a new experienced defender, especially considering Raphael Varane's departure. Jean-Claire Todibo remains among the top targets. United will look to take advantage of Ineos' ownership of Todibo's current club, Nice, and Team Talk can reveal they are planning to make a new attempt for the France star. Todibo has also received interest from United's rivals Liverpool, though Arne Slot's side prefer other defenders such as Eintracht Frankfurt's Willian Pacho and Sporting Lisbon star Goncalo Inacio. Man United transfer news, several defenders considered. The latter, Inacio, is also on Ten Hag's shortlist, though Liverpool are better positioned to sign him, having held talks with his entourage over the last few months. Todibo, meanwhile, has done an excellent job of improving his reputation at Nice following a failed spell at Barcelona, and Ten Hag believes that he would make an ideal signing for a team that needs experienced defenders who are in their prime. It will also be worth keeping an eye on another name held in high esteem by both United and Ten Hag, Todibo's compatriot Lena Euro. The competition for Euro is fierce, especially from Real Madrid, who have included him among their ideal targets to replace Nacho. Despite Madrid's pursuit, Team Talk can reveal that United are set to make a concrete approach to sign Euro, with Ten Hag asking for two new first-team ready centre-backs. United look set to extend the contract of veteran defender Johnny Evans, but this is likely more for him to act as a mentor to the younger defenders in the squad. 5 Man United signings to help Ten Hag turn Red Devils into major force again. The decision for Erik Ten Hag to stay at Manchester United beyond the summer may alter the club's transfer plans, and Team Talk looks at 5 additions who could make a big impact at Old Trafford under the Dutchman. Throughout the 2023-24 season, Ten Hag's team had a lot of players missing through injuries, meaning plenty of areas need to be addressed in the transfer window. Man United have acknowledged the impact of their squad limitations on Ten Hag's fortunes recently, one of the factors behind their decision to stick with him ahead of the all-important summer transfer window. If given backing to find the players that would suit his team and a defined style of play, that the Red Devils could be a force again, with Ten Hag still at the top table. Here are the 5 players for 5 key positions they should look to sign. Edmund Tapsoba, Bayer Leverkusen. Leverkusen's Tapsoba is a very complete CB capable of playing RCB, CCB, and LCB. Tapsoba loves to step out of defense with the ball and carry it forward. His ball-playing abilities were a key component to Xabi Alonso being able to play their possession-based style and win Leverkusen their first-ever Bundesliga title this season. He's a very front-footed defender with an aggressive ball-winning mentality to engage in the tackle earlier. This aggressive, front-footed style is exactly what Ten Hag likes in defenders. At Ajax, he paired Lisandro Martinez with Jurrien Timber, who both did exactly that to a high level. Not only that, but Tapsoba is also aerially very strong and a huge physical presence at 6 feet 4 inches, who will help create a solid foundation for Manchester United to build upon. If you look at the best teams in the league now and in the past, they all have tall, physical, and technical centre-backs and defensive midfielders. The key to Man United being better would be to build this foundation, and the rest of the team around them will thrive. Gerard Brandtwaite, Everton. Manchester United's interest in Everton's Gerard Brandtwaite is no secret. The young CB has been quality this season for Everton and could certainly make an impact for United in defence. He's another defender with a huge physical presence at 6 feet 5 inches, but also so good on the ball. Brandtwaite is ambipedal, allowing him to carry the ball or spray passes with both feet. To add to this, the fact his English helps United build a team with a core of English players including some of the best young ones like Kobbie Mainoo. If United can secure his signature, which may take a significant financial effort after Everton avoided relegation, Branthwaite could be the future star of their defence. Reignite Nori. Wolves. Another problem area for United has been at left back. In this position they played Aaron Wan Bissaka, RB, Sofian Amrabat, DM, and Diogo Dalot, RB, to cover the injured Luke Shaw and Tyrell Malaysia. So they're in need of a reliable option in that position who can compete with Shaw once the England man is back fit. In that case, Wolves' Reignite Nori would fit the profile needed for left back. A technical player with so much quality on the ball, Nori can carry the ball from deep, take on players down the line, good passing ability, could invert if needed, great at overlapping and providing width, quality crossing. He's a very complete left back. But not only that, but due to the fact he's much younger than Shaw at 23 means he could not only compete with him but also take his place. Amadou Onana, Everton. Another Everton man on the list here, and it's Belgian midfielder Amadou Onana. Going back to a previous point about their need to add a huge physical presence in defense and midfield, Onana is the midfield equivalent who adds leadership, duel winning and ball winning ability into the midfield whilst also being a composed passer. Onana is one of the best ball winners in the Premier League and should definitely be playing for one of the top teams soon. Not only that, but he loves to carry the ball and charge forward in transitions. He matches the club's DNA. Ivan Toney. Brentford. Manchester United signed Danish striker Rasmus Højlund from Atalanta in the summer and he's had a good season for them. But being still only 21, it's a lot of pressure on one young striker. United also don't have many other striker options, so they could do with adding some experience. Someone who can make an impact now, rotate with Højlund whilst not blocking Højlund's path in the future to be the main number 9. Step up Brentford's Ivan Toney. The English striker again adds to the core of English players and is another who's got Premier League experience able to impact the team now. Toney has a good mentality, his confidence is what makes him so good and he loves to battle against the best defenders in the league. As a striker he's quite an all-rounder. Loves to run the channels, physical in-ground and aerial duels, excellent heading ability, quality hold-up and link-up play to bring others into the game, and he's composed in front of goal too. Add in the fact that Ten Hag recently admitted that he needs to sign a new striker in the summer. Toney fits the bill perfectly. Man United reignite interest in £92 million forwards after lethal 21-year-old star snubs move. Manchester United are back in the mix for Lille ace Jonathan David and another centre-forward after Benjamin Sesko decided to snub a move to the Premier League, as per reports. Sesko ended the 2023-24 club campaign in brilliant fashion, registering goals in every one of RB Leipzig's final 7 Bundesliga games. That saw him end the season with a record of 18 goals and 2 assists from 42 appearances. Sesko had already been on the radar of several major sides, but that electric form put him even higher up on those clubs' radars. Indeed, Man United, Arsenal and Chelsea have all set their sights on him as a solution to their striker problems. Sources confirmed to Team Talk that Arsenal had put themselves in pole position to snap the 21-year-old up. However, it emerged on Tuesday that Sesko has decided to remain at Leipzig by penning a contract extension. While the new deal will not include a typical release clause, Sesko has reached a gentleman's agreement with Leipzig, which means he can leave for a suitable fee in the future. This in turn means that an exit this summer is off the cards. Sesko's decision has forced the likes of Man United, Arsenal and Chelsea to look at other strikers. According to journalist Rob Dawson, Ineos Chiefs have drawn up a 3-man shortlist as they look to sign another goalscorer who can help Rasmus Højlund. Man United are once again tracking David, who has been a target in several previous transfer windows. The Canadian continues to be deadly in the final third, having notched 26 goals in 47 games for Lille during the 2023-24 season. Man United transfers, Jonathan David back on radar. Lille hope to receive €50 million, £42 million, for David. But with his contract expiring in June 2025, Man United part owner Sir Jim Ratcliffe could try to negotiate that price down. The second striker Man United have reignited their interest in is Brentford hitman Ivan Toney. While the England star struggled at times following his return from a long-term betting ban, he remains a highly rated striker at Premier League level. At the height of his form during the 2022-23 campaign, Brentford valued Toney at between £80 to £100 million. But Toney has little more than a year to run on his contract, like David, and this means Brentford have been forced to lower their demands to £50 million. The third striker on Man United's shortlist is Joshua Zirkzee, a link that has been well documented in recent days. The Bologna forward has an enticing release clause worth just £34 million, but this means Man United will face plenty of competition to snap him up. Arsenal are huge admirers of the Dutchman, while AC Milan fully intend on keeping him in Serie A by striking a deal with Bologna. Nevertheless, Ratcliffe has reportedly made contact with Zirkzee's agent as he aims to steal a march on Man United's transfer rival. First victim of Ten Hag's stay at Man United revealed a shock Arsenal raid for unwanted star rated. The decision by Manchester United to keep the faith with manager Erik Ten Hag and enter talks over a new deal will quite likely lead to the permanent exit of Jadon Sancho this summer, it is understood. After months of deliberating over the future of their manager after a hugely indifferent season, that saw them finish down in 8th, but still win the FA Cup, the second trophy of his reign, Ten Hag will continue at the Manchester United helm into a third season and potentially beyond. Of course, the pressure will be immediately on Ten Hag to oversee a marked improvement in his third season in charge, and a top 4 finish will be seen as the minimum expected of him, while also potentially delivering another piece of silverware. As a result, a big summer lies await for Ten Hag and those in charge at Old Trafford as they look to revitalise a squad that, on too many occasions this season, failed to show up on a daily basis. One man, though, who can now expect to depart as a result of Ten Hag staying is Sancho, who will have been watching developments with the Dutch coach closely. The winger had a very public falling out with his manager, accusing him of not being truthful over his omission from the squad that were beaten 3-1 at Arsenal back in September after then being barred from all first-team facilities at Carrington. It was no surprise when Sancho moved out on loan early in January, returning to former club Borussia Dortmund on a season-long loan. Is there any way back for Sancho at Man United? And having served a reminder of why United spent so heavily signing him in the first place, speculation over his future has ramped up in the wake of BVB's march to the Champions League final. Following an absolute quality performance for BVB as they edged past PSG in the Champions League semi-finals, Rio Ferdinand was left in awe by what he saw. He's shaking and baking top players here. He's putting people on the floor, he's making people dance, Ferdinand said after the final whistle of the first leg of their semi-final. It was a joke what he did today, and we haven't seen this, probably since he was at Dortmund before. He isn't just a dribbler, he isn't just somebody who runs and runs past people with pace. He's a footballer who wants to come in and play 1-2s, be part of the game and the tempo of that game. What I saw today more than anything, which I haven't seen and have been waiting to see, and all Manchester United fans have been waiting to see, I saw cage football Sancho today. This is the kid that grew up in cages, with that arrogance and that little bit of swagger. I've been sitting here saying that it's there, but we haven't seen it. However, with Ten Hag still in situ, Ferdinand has also revealed why it is also highly unlikely Sancho will stay. Indeed, as it stands, and barring a massive public apology from Sancho, Team Talk also understands that it seems highly unlikely he will want to stay around under the Dutchman, despite the wishes of technical director Jason Wilcox to keep Sancho around. Expert rates chances of Sancho raid. To that end, Sancho would love to make his move back to the Westfalenstadion a permanent arrangement. However, with United having acquired him for £72 million, they are understood to be seeking a £40 million fee for his services. That price appears too dear for the Bundesliga side, while Juventus are also likely to back away and have instead decided to pursue a move for his teammate and fellow Man United exile Mason Greenwood that has raised the possibility of a move within the Premier League. And in recent weeks, Arsenal have been touted with a move for the 23 times capped England winger. However, Gunners expert Charles Watts is adamant a move by Arsenal to bring him to Emirates Stadium will not come to fruition, as he explained to Court Offside. Given what Mikel Arteta has done with Kai Havertz, you would never rule out him being able to turn around any player's career. He's a manager who has shown he can improve a player and get them performing at the highest level again. Arsenal need another wide option in the squad, and in Jadon Sancho, There is undoubtedly a high-quality winger on the market this summer, with Manchester United looking to sell him, as per Fabrizio Romano. Sancho gave everyone a reminder of what he can do with his performances for Dortmund while he was back in Germany on loan, and I'm sure there will be plenty of interest in him on the back of that spell. Watts added, "I can't see Arsenal being one of those interested clubs, however, despite their need for a new winger. The club were interested in Sancho in the past, way back when he was still a youngster at Manchester City and hadn't signed his new contract. Arsene Wenger was pushing for him then, but he opted to go to Dortmund instead. And you have to say, given the way his career went after he left England for Germany, you have to say it was probably the right decision."